Often when I'm having a conversation with someone, if that person is speaking and then someone else is speaking at the same time, it's like the two words meld together. So it's like putting together peanut and potato into a different word. It's like potato nut. You know, it's like, that's not something real. My name is Jessica Sunter, and I have auditory processing disorder. Today, I'm telling my story. My audiologist once described APD as similar to dyslexia, but auditory. The ears can hear and take in the sounds around you, but the information the brain gets doesn't make sense. In 2019, in December, I actually had an accident where I slipped and fell and I hit my head, and I got a concussion. Typically, after a concussion, you would heal within a few weeks or a month and go on with your life. Some people don't, and they go on to develop post-concussion syndrome, where the symptoms just continue on. There were a few different events that happened to me that kind of led me to really understanding that I had this problem. I was out at a restaurant with my wife. We were sitting across from each other and we were just having a simple conversation when all of a sudden, in the middle of my wife talking, it sounded like she was talking in a different language, something I couldn't understand. And then, as suddenly as it had started, it switched right back to her speaking in English again. It was a few months after that I saw the audiologist and got diagnosed. When I'm driving, APD affects me because of the sounds going on around me. I used to hate the sound of the turn signal in the car because it was really, really loud with the hearing aids. And then I suddenly started not hearing it so much one day. And the audiologist told me it was actually because I started to adjust to wearing the hearing aids. In a restaurant, I find that there's a lot of noises around me that can be easily distracting. In this restaurant right now, there is a fan noise coming from the ceiling. And before getting diagnosed and having the hearing aids, that fan would have driven me nuts. It's become easier to do now that I have my hearing aids. They're a great tool for me. I've actually got them set to tune out background noises and tune in to what's going on right in front of me. My life has improved since that diagnosis. I'm actually doing much better with communication now, and I can actually make it work to my advantage. So it's like breaking out of a prison cell. Also, one of the funny things that happened was in a session where my wife was with me with the audiologist made a kind of a joke about how to get my attention. And she said, like, get Jessica's attention like, hey Jessica, you know, like Siri or Alexa. Well, my wife kind of decided that that sounded like a good idea. So now I'm kind of like her Siri or her Alexa. So that's what she always does now. You know, everything starts with, hey Jessica.